Hey, welcome back to my channel. So, are you looking to downsize, but you have too much crap? I got asked this by an older gentleman recently, so I wanted to share with you what you need to do if you have lots of stuff. This happens a lot in real estate. Of course, we deal with divorce cases and when family members die or downsizing. So the answer to this is do an estate sale. Yes, we do. I mean, it's not a big portion, but we do an estate sale. It's the best solution to get rid of stuff. Realtors typically have an estate sale or several estate sale companies that we work with. How do these folks earn their money? Lots of work. So first off, the estate sale, let me just kind of give you the overview. The estate sale company will meet with the client, see if their stuff is valuable enough to where money can be made, to make it worth everybody's time. You need to see the items you're selling, and they can tell you if they can take on that sale. So you'll meet with them, tour around your house, show them what you're looking to sell, and just kind of go from there. If they can't do it, of course, that's the end of the journey. But if they can, then the planning begins. So first is the organizing of the sale. Whether you plan the timeline, the event dates, it's typically a 3-day period, with the last day being a half price day, and they're trying to get as many items sold and gone out of the house by the end of it. Staff sets up the tables around the house. They can spend weeks pricing the items, folding, basically are turning your house into a storefront. And then becomes the advertising. Of course, it needs to be marketed. Many times you'll see the estate sale signs on the corner, online estate sale site. Estatesales.net is the one I'm familiar with. And of course, social media, Facebook, among other sites, these companies will use to spread the word. I know there's those classified Facebook websites, so we post real estate homes on that, so I'm sure that they do that as well. Next, the sale is conducted. Now, I'm used to the 3-day sale, where the last day is a shorter day, like I mentioned, where most or all of the items are on sale, half price usually. Remember, this is a general rule of thumb. I'm sure there's many varieties to this based on what the needs of the client is. Could there be a 1-day or 2-day sale? Probably. The other day, as I was walking in my neighborhood, I did come across an estate sale. It was also an auction property. I had to go in. Usually for me, I'm looking at the house. It was a cute house. Not knowing I was doing this video soon, I wish I had taken a bunch of pictures, because they had some shelves in the basement, like with these knickknacks displayed. I mean, it was a ton of stuff. And just to show you the organization of this. And this happened to be a 2-story home with tables in every single area of the house. So 2 stories and then in the basement. It's really just a perfect example of what an estate sale looks like and how it's conducted. Maize all the time. How organized these estate sales are. The staff, on how neat and organized and layered up, price tags on all of them. So like I said, there's tons of work that goes into these, typically weeks. It can be quite invasive if somebody is actually living at the home. I know one of my previous sellers, the 3-day sale, she actually ended up going and staying with her son several hours away just to be out of the way, because you pretty much can't live in there. It's just a storefront for 3 days. The sale I went into was on the first day of the sale, so cars were lined up. It was in a neighborhood that, very desired neighborhood, lined up, tons of people on the main level, tons upstairs and tons downstairs. It was crowded. So I happened to walk the same street the next day, and it was the same scenario, even if worse. Cars were lined all up and down the street. So I, of course, had to take a different street. Like I said, people love their estate sales. I've got my friends who are estate sale groupies, love that half-day price day. So anyway, the fun of the estate sales is bargaining with the staff. The staff does go to a good length to get the items valued appropriately. They deal with antiques a lot as well. Are pretty knowledgeable how to price each of the items and how much they're worth. And of course, last day negotiations, like I said, kick in. The goal at this point really is just to liquidate the remaining items, because the goal is to get the stuff out of the house, hopefully make some money off of it. Speaking of money, payment and transactions. There's a cashier set up somewhere in the house. That's where the attendees will pay their items, whether it's cash or accepted forms of payment like credit cards. In fact, as I was doing this, I was wondering if they're doing Venmo and stuff these days. I'll have to check that out. So I'm not sure. Some estate sales may offer delivery, may ship items as well. Depends on probably the value and size, I would assume. In fact, one of my listings coming up is having an estate sale as well. I'll have to check into more what's going on with that one. Now that clearing out the unsold items, this is the fun part, I'm sure, getting rid of the items that are still around. I say that jokingly. They may be donated, disposed of, whatever's been agreed upon with the wishes of the family or the terms of the contract with the estate sale organizers. Really, the families and the estate sale staff are in constant communication, of course, during the whole time. So then about a week later, the clients will get paid. I know the main estate company, sales company that I work with, they have to clear checks and stuff before the final total is, before they pay the client. So that it's usually about a week later. I know someone was frustrated with that client. It's like I said, just be patient. I mean, they're making they've got a system and they've been doing this for a long time. And I've seen how hard these companies work. I do feel for these organizers can take some heat at times from the clients. I've seen and heard about it. So please be kind to them. They're working so hard and not for tons of money, but definitely a valued. I mean, we know sales can be emotional with their parting with some of these items. It can be very sentimental to the families. But an estate sale really is just a great solution. If you need to declutter before a move, whether downsizing or someone has passed away. I mean, we are so grateful that these exist. So there it is, the answer to the man I spoke to a week ago when he asked, how can I get rid of all his stuff from his 5-bedroom, 3-bath? He couldn't even think of moving until it was more so, how does he get rid of that? So the answer in that case is, like I said, all throughout this is an estate sale. So I appreciate you for watching. Thanks. You can always reach out to my description below. I have all my contact down there. And just know that if you're looking to buy or sell in the next year or two, I'm always available to help you kind of enhance your knowledge and also the timeline, what you need to kind of look at as you're getting ready to buy or to sell. So thanks again for watching. Reach out anytime. Have a great day.